Hi, so I'm back with another plant that everybody should have. This is catmint or nepeta. And when these plants first came to my attention, I was living in England, and the only variety that we could get here was Walker's Low. And while they were wonderful, they grew. First of all, what's nice about them is they have a lovely gray stem and a purple flower that stands upright for much of the summer. They can flower in full sun all the way into partial shade. And once they stop flowering, if you give them a little haircut, they come back for a second flush of bloom and really do bloom for much of the summer. So while they look like lavender, they have a much longer bloom period. In fact, when I have clients that love lavender, if they're wanting it in an area of the garden that's going to be on full display for most of the summer, I usually try to talk them into putting lavender in a place close to the house where they'll smell it more, and putting this plant instead in an area that they're going to see it more. So it's a wonderful plant. Now, the downside to the Walker's Low variety is that it has this sprawling habit. It will sort of die, and once it comes up into this big lovely flush that you see here behind me, it will kind of flop it will come up tall and then flop and leave this bare spot in the middle. After you give it the haircut, after 4 or 5 weeks, it will sort of regenerate from that center. And so we gardeners complained about that, and the growers came back and came out with a lot of different cultivars in the last several years. And so now there are a number of different heights that are a lot tidier, a lot more compact. And so I am listing them here so that you can get the height that you need in a lot tidier habit, so that you can get exactly what you need. But the ways to use these are to hide leggier plants like the legs of roses and peonies and everything, so that once they've stopped blooming, these plants will fill in with their fluffy, bushier habit and fill in the garden where you want to hide those bare spots. So have fun. You cannot kill this plant. You can mow it. It will come back strong. It's just such a problem solver.